Have you ever noticed how your thoughts sound louder at night? Like the second the world goes quiet, your brain suddenly decides it's the perfect time to talk about everything you've ever done in your life. You're lying there, lights off, maybe scrolling your phone for no reason, and then out of nowhere, you start thinking about that one thing you said years ago or that plan you never finished. Weird, right? But here's the truth. Your mind doesn't actually rest when the world does. When you're alone at night, your brain wakes up in ways you don't notice during the day. And tonight, we're going to explore why. When the noise of the day fades, something strange happens. The absence of sound becomes its own kind of sound, silence that feels almost heavy. Your brain, used to constant input, people, screens, notifications, starts searching for something to process. And when it can't find external noise, it turns inward. That's why you suddenly become hyper-aware of your own breathing, your heartbeat, your thoughts. It's called sensory compensation. When external distractions disappear, the brain amplifies the inner ones. It's like your mind saying, "Fine. If you won't give me noise, I'll make my own." So you start hearing the static of your own consciousness. Every unresolved thought, every unanswered question surfacing. Not because you're broken or anxious, but because silence gives your mind the stage it never gets during the day. And then comes the flood of thoughts. Little fragments of memory you didn't invite start replaying in your head. Something from this morning. Something from 10 years ago. That's your brain's memory system, specifically the hippocampus, sorting and filing experiences before sleep. It's basically doing emotional bookkeeping. But the thing is, it doesn't organize by logic. It organizes by emotion. So anything that carries weight, guilt, regret, nostalgia, jumps to the front of the line. That's why at night, when you're just trying to rest, your mind replays the exact scenes you'd rather forget. Harvard sleep studies show that during late night hours, emotional memories are more active than neutral ones, meaning your mind isn't punishing you. It's processing you. It's trying to make sense of who you are by replaying who you were. At some point, those memories turn into dialogue. You start talking to yourself, sometimes in words, sometimes in imagination. Psychologists call it self-referential thinking. It's the brain's way of keeping your identity stable when external stimuli disappear. You might find yourself rehearsing conversations or imagining versions of yourself that never existed. It's not madness, it's maintenance. Think of it like your mind holding a quiet meeting with itself. It asks, are we still on track? Are we happy? Do we still believe what we said we did? And in that darkness, your mind answers in whispers. Sometimes those answers comfort you. Sometimes they scare you. But why does everything feel so much heavier at night? Why does sadness or even nostalgia hit harder when the lights go out? Biology has a say in that. As the night deepens, serotonin and dopamine levels shift while melatonin takes over to prepare your body for rest. Those chemicals don't just control sleep, they alter perception. Your emotional filters weaken, and feelings you easily manage in daylight become amplified. It's not that the pain grows stronger, it's that your guard drops lower. That's why at 3 a.m., even the smallest thought can feel like an entire storm. The brain's logic center slows down, the emotional center lights up. You're not too emotional, you're just running on the night's wavelength. But here's the twist. This strange, quiet mental chaos has a purpose. When your mind turns inward, it's not trying to torment you. It's trying to show you what you've ignored. That's why so many people say their best ideas or deepest realizations come late at night. It's your default mode network, a part of the brain that activates during rest, piecing together ideas and memories to form insight. Einstein, Tesla, and countless thinkers embraced solitude because they knew something modern science later confirmed. Silence doesn't empty the mind, it reveals it. So maybe those long, restless nights aren't a curse. Maybe they're an invitation, a reminder that your thoughts, even the messy ones, are just trying to tell you something you don't hear during the day. So the next time you find yourself lying awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling, don't fight your mind. Listen to it. Let it wander. Because in those quiet, sleepless hours, your mind isn't falling apart. It's finally speaking the truth.